Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you part 1 in our walkthrough for the 29th mystery in the Nancy Drew series, The Silent Spy. This is the first mystery that kind of explicitly addresses what happened to Nancy's mom. We've heard in previous games that Nancy's mom passed away when she was young, but we have heard of no specifics, so this game really delves into that. Super excited to get into that mystery. We have our interface down here, extras that'll allow you to see the outtakes and teaser for the next game once you have completed the mystery. You can take a peek early at the awards to see what you can do to get more of the trophies, and then you have more ND down here to see all of the previous games, including the one we just played last time, Ghost of Thornton Hall. So let's go ahead and start a new game, and we, as usual, are going to do Master Sleuth, which is more challenging and fewer hints with a basic task list. We're at Nancy's desk. They brought back Nancy's desk, which was kind of the staple starting point for most of the early mysteries, but we can only look at so much, and basically this is what we can look at. Nancy Drew, our agency has been monitoring your progress for some time now, and we are quite impressed with your accomplishments. I'll get to the point. Certain events have forced our organization to reopen a case that has gone unsolved for the last 8 years. Although impressive, your fieldwork experience is only part of the reason we're requesting your help. Simply put, Miss Drew, we're asking for your help not because of what you can do, but because of who you are. 8 years ago, Kate Drew died in a single automobile crash in the outskirts of Glasgow. This official version of your mother's death is, as you may have suspected, not the entire story. Her death was not an accident. We have strong evidence that Kate was killed by the very group she was investigating. We need your help. We've included a plane ticket and have a room ready for you at Glaucus Lodge. You will be briefed upon arrival. There is no time to spare. The future of Glasgow may rest in your hands. Office of International Affairs, MI5. Oh my gosh, so Nancy's being called in by a spy operation to look into it sounds like a cold case, into her own mother's murder. That's intense.
Mom? Drew residence, Kate speaking. You know this line isn't secure. Moira, stop. I'll call you.
Wow. So this is Nancy's mom, Kate Drew. So this is probably the closest we've ever gotten to knowing what Nancy looks like, too. In all honesty.
This is where Mom was in the picture. Okay, now what?
Whoa!
Hey, my suitcase!
I'm on it. That guy's a thief! I really thought I was going to get that guy. Sorry.
Thanks for trying.
I'm Alec.
Nancy. That's a nice offer, but why would you want to do that? It doesn't look like you work here.
I'm in the business of finding people who don't want to be found.
Well, I won't turn down help. So you're a private eye?
I'm more of a skip tracer. When someone goes off the grid, I get a call and track them down. They skip, I trace.
I had some very important things that belonged to my mom in that suitcase. I really need them back.
Go check into your hotel. I will find your suitcase.
Again, super generous. I cannot really think of a situation where a random stranger would, guarantee follow-up on that. But let's head into our hotel room. Oh!
Nancy, glad you made it. I'm your cathedral contact, Ewan. There is a case file in your room. Read it, memorize it. That's your playbook. It'll keep you alive. I got a bit of housekeeping to do. Get settled. I'll call you when I'm ready.
So that's our spy contact, essentially. And this looks like our hotel room. This is a fancy hotel room. Let's see. Can we look at anything? There's that cat book that shows up in so many other mysteries. It's definitely in Legend of the Crystal Skull. I'm pretty sure it's in Warnings at Waverly Academy. It gets around. Some pretty flowers. I think those are lilies, aren't they? Are those lilies? I don't know. I wish I knew more about flowers than I do. What can I look at over here? Okay, we can look out the window. Cute courtyard. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'd love to sit down there with a cup of coffee, read a book. Beautiful. What else? I love the art in here. There's so much art. How many hotel rooms have, classic looking paintings on every single inch of the wall? That's impressive. Okay, we can't look at anything there. Can we look at anything here? There's a charger. So I guess we can charge stuff. There's a safe. How do we know what the password is? Journal? Have they told us the password to the safe? Or can we just open it? Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Case file. Case file. It would be over here. Aha! Ooh, and money. Cool. They gave us $21 to work with. Top secret eyes only. Miss Drew, I must welcome you to Scotland with very unfortunate news. You have been led here under false pretenses. You are not here as a guest of Cathedral. You were not asked here to investigate the death of your mother by MI5. You have been lied to. Kate Drew, your mother, was a Cathedral operative. 8 years ago, a small cell associated with a terrorist organization known as Revenant attempted to attack Glasgow. Kate was instrumental in stopping the attack, now known as the Colony Operation. We believe the organization your mother took offline has returned to full strength and is now planning to mount the attack once more. We believe you have been brought here by Revenant for reasons we do not yet fully understand. If this is overwhelming, do not worry. We will give you access to information as needed. We are in the process of briefing your contact on the situation. He will bring you in soon. Your first priority is to locate and make contact with a local reporter named Moira Chisholm. She was considered a person of interest in the first attempted attack on Scotland, but was never directly connected. She has since refused to cooperate with this organization. We will be keeping a close watch on you at all times, but this does not mean that you will be protected. Please note this difference. Move forward cautiously and trust no one. Anyone who approaches you should be considered a suspect. Attached, you will find a basic brief to get you somewhat caught up on what you need to know. Okay, so this is some serious spy stuff. We were led here under false pretenses, and I guess they're just keeping us around to see why we were led here? Are they using us as bait, essentially? Brief, Cathedral, an organization dedicated to the safety of Glasgow and surrounding areas. This organization acts as an intelligence outpost and reports to MI5. It is equivalent to what would be a local branch of the FBI in the US. Okay, so we're full-on spy mode. Colony Operation, the attempted non-lethal biological attack on Glasgow that was thwarted by Cathedral operatives 8 years ago. The party responsible for the attack was never confirmed, though it is believed Revenant was involved. Current intelligence points to signs that the operation may be restarting. Colony Formula. The colony attack required a very specific and difficult-to-produce biological element. It is believed, but not verified, that Kate Drew found a way to destroy all records of the formula and placed the individual responsible for creating it into hiding. Revenant, very little is known about this group. Revenant is believed to be behind a number of terrorist events around the globe over the course of the last few decades. Paradoxically, this same group has been linked to as many counter-terrorist activities during that same period. The aim of this organization is not yet known. Interesting. So it kind of sounds like they have their own agenda of sorts, not necessarily good or bad. But to them, everything they're doing is morally correct, I guess. Very interesting. Okay, what do we got on our phone? Oh, goody, we have a background of the creepy statue. Okay, statue from Ghost of Thornton Hall. That's the statue of Charlotte. The parlor from Ghost of Thornton Hall. The modern art from The Deadly Device. The lab, also from The Deadly Device. The tunnel from Alibi and Ashes, I think. And the security booth from The Deadly Device. Huh, we don't have a lot of, pretty backgrounds this time. I guess I'm going to stick with the statue one, honestly. I think that might be my favorite. Ringback, we have a gong, a horse, a tiger, some timpani drums. Ooh, love the cowbell. Love a good train. What are these? Ooh, I like that. Woo, futuristic. It's not exactly a relaxing sound. Suspense. Madrid? Does that mean we're gonna get a game in Madrid soon? Because that'd be sweet. Ooh, I like the wood blocks. Wood blocks are nice. I don't know. Gong? Cowbell? Let's go cowbell. More cowbell. Okay, messages. We don't have any. And I think that's good. Who can we call in this game? Ned and Carson. Yay, we can talk to Carson. We got to talk to him in Alibi and Ashes too, but it's only recently in the newer games that we actually got to talk to him.
The American girl.
Do I know you?
You do now. I'm Bridget. I'll be outside. There's something very important I need to tell you.
That's suspicious. How do you know who I am, and how do you know where I would be? And why were you watching me? They said anyone who approaches me is essentially a suspect. So I will treat them as such. Ground floor, I guess? Main entrance. Okay. Here she is. Bridget.
You had something important to tell me?
Just that I love Americans. Some people say you're ignorant, entitled slobs, but not me.
I don't know if that was important.
Of course it is. You've got the best cities, the best bands, Hollywood. Your star may be fading, but you're still the cool kids at the global lunch table. Teach me your ways.
I'm sorry, but I'm sort of in the middle of something pretty important. I'm a little overbooked.
You say that now, but I can tell we're going to be friends. Or enemies. Either way, get used to this face right here.
How could you tell I'm an American?
I've got a sixth sense about these things. I saw a guy on the train. I just walked up to him and said, "You're from Belgium, aren't you?" He wasn't, but he should have been. He just had that look. Can I follow you around for a whole lot?
You seem really nice.
The nicest. Ask me, Gran.
But I can't really have anyone following me. Please, don't take it personally.
No, I understand.
Do you work or go to school or what do you do?
You think I'm from Glasgow?
Is that okay?
No! It's glorious. I'm actually from Wetton. It's always been a dream of mine to live in the city. And I'm sort of checking it out to see if it's for me.
How long are you going to be in Glasgow?
Not long. You?
I have no idea. Can you tell me a little bit about Scotland?
Just a bit then. Well, it's old, it's cold, and I like it all the same. I got a book about it. I could get it for you. It's only up in my room.
Sure. I mean, we could always learn more about Scotland. Let's see, what's over here? Had we never loved so kindly, had we never loved so blindly, never met or never parted, we had ne'er been broken-hearted. Robert Burns. It's written in like a Scottish accent, so you guys got to hear my horrible Scottish accent. We can look at the garbage can. That's cool. Love that.
It might be good to read up on the attack.
The Glasgow Daily Standard. Interesting, so it's being like written about in the papers. In Colony's shadow, as July 14th nears, many pause to remember the attack that almost devastated Glasgow nearly a decade ago. The thwarted attack, nicknamed the Colony Operation by the intelligence community, was intended to destabilize the governmental power structure of the greater Glasgow region. The most unique feature of the attempted attack was the custom-incubated virus, a formula built to sicken but not to kill. The nation's leading epidemiologists have yet to isolate what has been referred to as the final formula. Years later, more questions remain than answers. Authorities continue to investigate leads, hoping one day to answer the three most critical issues at stake. If a second attack is planned, when would it occur, and, of course, why? Memories of the future that almost was. I was a block and a half away from my flat when the alarms rang out 8 years ago. It was the first time I'd heard the civil defense sirens ring in Glasgow. I remember looking at the crowd standing with me on the street. I remember the novelty. I have no idea what to do. A man standing next to me announced with what seemed to be the appropriate amount of cheer. Should I hide under something? Then the siren stopped and the PA cracked on. We ran to our houses, we taped our windows shut, we turned on our TVs to see a parade of reporters, military officials, doctors, terrorism experts. We saw them all share the same stunned blankness we felt at home. I have no idea what to do. Should I hide under something? Then we saw the test pattern take over the broadcast, the strange design we now know to be Revenant's logo, the demand to remain inside and await further instruction. That doesn't happen here. This is Glasgow. The news reporters were back, blinking at us as we blinked at them. Should we hide under something? Following the day of the thwarted attack, that thought wrapped tightly around my cerebral cortex. I took a day in. I filed my stories from home. We all did. Days went by. I sat hunched over my laptop and pored through every report I could find. I was lost in the details. The bombs, chemical propellant systems really, pulled offline at the last second. The test pattern so strong it overtook every crooked street. Interesting. So the idea was to make people sick.
Hello.
Oh.
You want to make some money? Then make some cookies. The cookie order shows up down there. Make it exactly as shown if you want to get paid. The more cookies you make, the wealthier you get.
I wasn't planning on doing this right now, but okay. I actually love this puzzle. It's so fun.
Don't forget the top cookie.
Oh, I see. So then I put another cookie over it. And then I would do orange and blue sprinkles, and then the star. Ah, okay.
Done.
And the faster you make it, the more cookies you get. Interesting. Okay, cool. Now I remember what I'm doing. I love this. This is actually a great way to make money, and you can do it fairly quickly, so it doesn't feel
It's a masterpiece.
obnoxious, and you can do as many as you want. You don't have to sit here for forever. Cookie. And they look huge. Like, I wish they were actually this big, but they're actually pretty small.
It's a masterpiece.
So yeah, the biological attack was more for getting people sick and less about actually killing people, which is interesting. It's like they sometimes seem to have their own
Not
set
bad,
of
if
morals.
I do say so myself.
Which is odd, you know? Okay. Delicious. See, this is what you're making, these jammy sandwiches. Stovies, neeps and tatties, colcannon, black bun, Scotch pie, buttery. These are all Scottish dishes. Haggis. Cranacan. That looks so good. What would I get? I would try... What am I going to try first, at least? I'm going to get all of these. Maybe a tablet?
Oh, that's really good.
It looks good. Cool. Okay. Oh, there was a coin. There's a coin. It's another way you can make money is by finding it scattered around. But I appreciate that they give us more options than that. Okay, so this is the train station where we started. And it looks like over here we can buy souvenirs, which is pretty cool. Wyvern's Gate Station. This is where we are. Glaucus Lodge, also where we are. Stay in luxury, live like royalty in the heart of Glasgow. The best place to stay in Scotland, Brady Armstrong. All the way back to final scene. Brady Armstrong was the movie star. The rooms, the service, the food, it's first class all the way. Maddie Jensen. And we know her from Stay Tuned for Danger. She's a soap opera star. Love that. Love those ancient cookies. Visit Scotland's wild side, Loch Lomond. Relax on the bonny shores or boat to the islands. Loch Ness, where you can look for Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Touch screen to begin. Oh, okay, so this would get us train passes. So we can go places. That's where we came in. Those are the souvenirs. So you can expect delays. Incident near Dumbarton. Signaling problem. Service running late. So does that mean we can't go that way? Like they won't let us? Bearsden. Giffnock? We could go to Giffnock.
Why did you come alone? Don't you have family, friends? Surely you have a boyfriend.
I do.
Then why do you travel so lonely?
This isn't exactly a vacation. Why are you still hanging out here?
I'm a big fan of announcements. And I gotta love a shrill beep now and again. Wait for it. Ah?
Who doesn't?
I need to kick off at a second sometimes, and I get sick of rushing over. Then, it grew on me. I like watching travelers, trying to imagine the worlds they carry with them in their heads, and I got a thing for the crumpets here. I think I could have been a great professor of psychology, but I never could sit in a chair, now could I?
Sounds like a bunch of malarkey. That does not sound like a good reason to be standing in a train station.
Have you heard of Revenant?
Like the fancy word for ghost, yeah.
Right.
No, it weren't a ghost, it was proper like he was kitted out in one of them tuxes and snacking on a canopy.
Revenant is supposedly a terrorist group. You've never heard of them?
Nope, so hardly terrifying. They're more of an obscurist group.
Nothing. You've heard nothing about this group.
No, and neither have you.
Well, that's just not true.
Alright,
I need you to find someone for me.
I am to please.
A reporter named Moira Chisholm. Word is no one knows how to find her. That seems right in your wheelhouse.
If I knew what the wheelhouse is, I'd agree.
I think it's in a boat.
Well, that seems useless.
Or it's a baseball thing?
Double useless. But yes, I'm on it.
Occupied. That was a confusing conversation. All right. Anything in here? Can we actually look at any of these? Are any of them open? I guess we can, like, pay to open them, but I don't pay for things unless I know I need them. What's this? A, like, dumpster? Yeah. Oh, coin. Coin on the dumpster. Okay, cool. I guess that's the train station. I think I'm going to leave this part right here. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.